Great. Welcome to yoga. We are going to have a stretchy class today. It's going to be side body stretching. That's what we're going to go for. And that is how we're going to start. We're going to start seated on a block. That's going to be the start. So find yourself a comfortable seated position. Move the fleshy part of the bum out of the way. Anchor down onto the bony parts. Allow the knees to come out. If you need to pop some cushions underneath the knees because that's going to be more comfortable for you, then do that. You're going to sit up nice and tall. Just roll those shoulders back, just up towards the ears and then all the way back again. We know we're doing a good job of this if our hands are on our thighs and they're actually moving the length of the thighs. We know that we're getting a really good range of movement through the shoulders. And then take it in the other direction. Really squeeze those shoulder blades together and then roll them over the top. And then when you're happy that you have just moved a little bit through that shoulder space, come to be seated. We're going to just draw that core loosely in. We're going to anchor down through the sit bones, and then we're going to grow tall through the crown of the head. Really think about lengthening through the neck. And then a very slight tip of the chin towards the chest, just to lengthen out that neck a little bit more. Relax through the arms. The hands can come to rest close to the knees. Close off the eyes. And we're just going to start with some even breathing. See if we can maintain this posture throughout. See if we can really focus in on exhaling that breath through the body. So here we go. Let's take an inhale for the count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 4, 3, 2, and 1. The breath is slow and even. The exhales leaving the body fully. The inhales allowing us to grow tall through the crown of the head, reaching towards the ceiling. Give yourself a chance to focus in on yourself, maybe set an intention for today's class. Repeat it to yourself a couple of times, visualizing it there in your mind's eye. Okay. When you're ready, you're going to take the hands to the back of the head, interlace the fingers, and from here, we're just going to drop the right elbow down and lift through the left elbow. Small movement, just finding a little bit of space through that left side body. And then back to center, and then right elbow is going to lift, left elbow is going to drop. And then back to center one more time, right elbow down, left elbow lifts. Back to center, left elbow down, right elbow lifts. Okay, back to center. Take the elbows to ears, chin to chest. Just take a little round down through the spine to the point where you can feel the skin stretching across the spine. And then come all the way back up. As we do, we open the elbows out, take the chin towards the ceiling and just open through the front body. And let's go again, dropping chin to chest, elbows to ears, and round down through the spine. Not to strain, but just to find the stretch of the skin. Coming all the way back up, and as we're there, open out the elbows, lift the gaze, chin to the ceiling. and then come back to neutral. Take the right elbow down, left elbow is going to lift. Back to center, left elbow down, right elbow lifts. And to center, this time round, right elbow down, left elbow lifts. And then extend the arms, right arm comes towards the mat, left arms lift, right hand connects with the mat, and take that left arm all the way over. Take a little pulse to start with. And then take that right elbow close to the body, open out that right shoulder, and then take a really nice deep stretch through that left side. Think about lifting the chest to the ceiling. So we've got lots of space through that side body. Left arm reaching over the top, and then if you've got space for it, just roll that left shoulder back just a little bit, turning the torso ever so slightly towards the ceiling. And then let's come all the way back up. This time round, left hand comes down, right arm's going to lift over. Take a little pulse to start with. And then that left elbow comes in close to the body, left shoulder rolls back. And then we pause and take a deep stretch through that right side. Okay, so lengthen through the body. So think about lifting the chest, thinking about lifting towards the ceiling. Push down through that left hand so that you get a little bit more lift. Opening the gaze to the ceiling, maybe rolling that right shoulder back, turning the torso ever so slightly towards the right side. And then coming all the way back down. Lovely. Okay, we're going to walk those fingertips forward. Push down through the fingertips to anchor back onto the block. Walking those fingertips forward just a little bit more, lowering the chest down towards the mat. Keep a nice long spine. So the fingertips are going to push down. As we do, think about the bottom moving backwards. Keep that length in the spine, gaze towards the floor. Nice long neck. And then walk those hands in. We're going to switch the legs out. And then from here, walking those hands forward. As we do, we take that inhale, we lift and we lengthen, and then walk those hands away from you. Spidering up those fingertips, push down to the fingertips, feel the stretch across the shoulders. And then coming all the way back in. We're going to move the block out of the way. And if you have a strap to hand, it's a good time to use it. From here, sitting down, if you haven't got much movement through the hips, you can stay seated on your block. For now, we're just going to walk those hands forward. And as we do that, walk the hands over to the right-hand side. Push down through those fingertips so that that left sit bone is connected to the mat. Find that really nice stretch through the hip and through that left side. If you've got space for it, left hand can place on top of the right. See if you can start to move that, slightly move towards that right shoulder, taking a little dip through that right shoulder. And using those exhales fully. Every time you fully exhale, see if you can move a little bit closer in towards the hands. Neck is relaxed. Walk the hands through center, over to the left-hand side. If you've got some space, right hand can place on top of the left. Push down through the hands and then into that left shoulder, just turning that right shoulder up towards the ceiling a little bit of a deeper stretch through that right side. Keep the right sit bone connected to the mat. And then walking the hands through center and then all the way back up. I'm going to extend that right leg away. left foot comes into the inner right thigh. We're going to push through the heel and then grab the strap and hook the foot. Going to draw the strap into the body, elbows come back, and we're going to open up through the chest. And then from here, we take that inhale, we sit up nice and tall, bring that torso over the top of that right leg, and then bring that chest down towards the thigh and the chin towards the big toe. Keep pushing that left knee down into the mat so we open out through that left side. Drawing elbows towards the body, so a little bit of leverage to just lower down over that left side. Using that breath to help you, the exhales will get you closer towards that big toe. And then we're going to let go of that strap. We're going to bring the hands all the way forward. Left hand comes behind you. We're coming up as that right arm lifts. Squeeze the glutes, hips lift to the ceiling. And then open that front body. Pushing that pinky edge side of that right foot down. Right hand sweeps all the way over. Glutes are squeezing, hips are lifting, open through the side of that right body and front body. Relax the neck. Head is relaxed. Throat is open. Breathing here. And then slowly and carefully coming all the way back round. Once you're round, bring the hands around to the right side. Lift crown of the head to the ceiling and then take a little bit of a twist. And then back to center. Let's switch out. Left leg long. Sole of that right foot into the inner left thigh. Hook the foot with the strap. Draw those elbows close to the body, shoulders back and down. We lift, we lengthen through the crown of the head. We move the belly out of the way. And on that exhale, we move a little bit closer towards that big toe. Keep lifting on the inhales. On the exhales, use that strap for leverage. Push the heel away. Chin moves towards the big toe. That right knee pushing down, opening through that right side. And then releasing. Going to bring those hands all the way in front of you. Right hand plants down. Left arm's going to come behind you as you squeeze the glutes and lift through the hips. Going to open that side body and front body right up. Pinky edge side of that left foot pushes to the mat. Glutes are squeezing to lift through the hips. Head is back, throat is open. Breathing in, breathing out. Slowly coming all the way back down. And then once you're down, take the hands to the left side, lift through the crown of the head, and then draw the ribs around to the left side. And then back to our center. You can move the strap out of the way. We're going to take ourselves into a tabletop position. Hands are going to plant down underneath the shoulders, wrist creases parallel to the front of the mat. Then we've got our knees stacked underneath the hips. Use this time to find your own cat-cow, whatever you want. If you want to take a traditional cat-cow, you know where you're going. Tummy dips, chest lifts through the hands, gaze comes high, and then take that movement through the pelvis and start to lift the spine to the ceiling, gaze comes down. Really thinking about that movement, whatever's going to suit you. Maybe you move in a figure of 8. Maybe you move towards a child's pose, and then back through, bringing the chest through the shoulders, through the hands. Whatever's going to work for you. Really, this is a time to listen to what your body is going to need. Take time to honor that. Maybe we always say try and be equal in yoga, but if one side is calling to you, there's going to be a reason why. Take another couple of breaths here. This is not something to be rushed. And then when you're ready, come back into your table. Take a moment just to engage that core ever so lightly. I'm going to take that right leg away and push through the heel. Keep those hips nice and level. Option if you want some core work here, absolutely an option. Don't feel you have to. Tuck the toes and just hover that left knee. Hands push down into the mat, and we find that separation of shoulder blades. Belly drawn in, heel of the right foot pushing back. Left knee is going to come down. If it was hovering, untuck the toes. From here, just extend, lift the toes from the right side off of the mat and extend that right leg behind you. From here, left arm is going to come alongside the ear. We're just holding this pose for balance. Working into the core, into the back, making sure we are strong for everything life throws at us. Gazing down, neck is long. And body down the center line, hips level. And then that left hand comes down and that right leg is going to come out to the side. From here, we're just going to start to push. I'll just move. I'm just going to start to push the bottom back slightly, finding that stretch into the inner thigh on that right side. Okay, and then from here, taking the hand over to the left side, we're going to come into a gate. Right arm is going to extend over the top. Going to keep that pinky edge side of that right foot connected to the mat. Taking the gaze wherever feels good, maybe to the ceiling, maybe straight ahead. Rolling that right shoulder back and open. If you've got a little bit more in you and a little bit of core work, we can lift that right leg and then draw elbow in towards the knee and extend away for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that right foot back down and find your gate. Okay, now walk the hands all the way back round and find yourself back in your table position. Okay, left leg is going to extend away. Take the toes to the mat and push through the heel. Hang out here. If you want a little bit of core work, tuck the right toes and then hover that right knee. Draw the belly under, gaze comes between the hands. The weight is equal between both hands and the hips are nice and level. Okay, if the knee is hovering, that right knee comes down, untuck the toes. The left leg is going to lift now. Push through that left heel and the right arm alongside the ear, reaching forward, pushing back, body down the center line, core drawn in. creating a healthy spine for life. Just finding that stability, embracing the wobbles, knowing that we can take it. Okay, right hand's going to come down. We're going to take that left leg away from us. I'll spin round. And then from here, I'm going to plant that left, the pinky-ish side of that left foot down and just walk the hands back just a little bit, starting to push the bottom back towards the back of the room. Find that deep stretch through the inner left thigh. All the while thinking about that long spine, gaze still coming between the hands. As you push the bottom back towards that back wall, bring the belly in. And then we start to walk that right hand towards the outside of that right leg and come into a gate pose. Left arm's going to sweep all the way past that left ear. Once you're happy, once you're balanced, really think about that gate pose. Push down the pinky-ish side of that left foot, rolling that left shoulder back, lifting a little bit through the chest. And then if you do want a little bit of core work, we can start to bring that left leg up and then bring elbow in towards the knee for 5, for 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then extend away. Come back to your gate pose. Find that stretch through that left side body. Nice deep inhales. Feel the lungs expand, the ribs separate, and the exhales. And then slowly bring that left hand down, left knee back down into your table. Okay. From here, we're going to take the, we're going to walk the fingertips forward and make our way into a puppy pose. Chest is going to come down low, bottom stacked over the top of the knees. Bring the chest down. From here, hands come together. Pass the hands over the nape of the neck. Thumbs can touch the nape of the neck. Spread through the fingers. If this is too much, just keep the hands out in front of you. Okay, hands are going to come back through. Right hand is going to spider up and left arm is going to sweep underneath, resting on top of that left shoulder. Right hand can come away from you, spider up those fingertips. Bottom still stacked over the knees. If you are happy here and balanced, extend the right leg away, push through that right heel. Make sure you're breathing. Count the breaths if you need to. Take that right knee flat again to the mat. If it's extended, push through the right hand, draw that left arm out. Let's switch over. Left hand is down, right arm sweeps underneath. Rest on that right shoulder. Left arm can walk away from you. And then that left leg can extend if you are balanced and comfortable. Hips are level, heel pushing away. Neck relaxed, jaw relaxed, breath relaxed. And then left knee comes down. If the leg is long, left hand pushes down. Draw that right arm back out. All right, we're going to come into a narrow-legged child's pose. Bring the bottom to heels, forehead to the mat. Hands can come behind you. Palms are up. A little sway from side to side if that feels good in the body. Feel the breath push against the thighs. And then feel the body shrink with the exhales. Okay. From here, we're going to start to move towards a down dog. We'll take our time here. Hands are down. Tuck the toes. We're going to sink the chest towards the thighs and the knees are going to lift off of the mat. Heels push back. Find that stretch through the underside of the feet and into the calves. Begin to float the bottom towards the ceiling and then pedal through the heels one at a time. No rush here. Take your time as you heel and toe. When you're ready, find your down dog. Drawing chest towards the thighs, wrap the triceps around, hands push down into the mat. Bend through the knees if you need to find length through the spine. Relax the neck. Maybe a reminder as a little shake of the head just to remind yourself to relax. Right leg is going to lift to the ceiling. We're going to open the hips to the right side, drop the foot towards the bottom, squeeze the glutes to open that front body up. Hands carry the weight equally. And then bringing that right foot back down again. Once again, pedal the heels. Pause, find your down dog. Left leg lifts. Open the hips to the left. Left foot comes towards the bottom, hips push forward. And then left foot's going to plant down. Okay. We're going to take the right foot through the hands. Come to the back knee and untuck the toes. From here, bringing the arms high. Reach up out of the waist, draw the pinky fingers towards one another and bring the shoulders back and down. You're going to allow those hips to move forward and down. From here, block on the right side. Take hand to the block. Bring that left arm over the top. And then start to take the chest towards the top corner of the room. Coming all the way back. From here, we're going to take our weight into that block. Bring that left foot in towards the bottom. We're going to allow those hips to move forward and down. Find that quad stretch. Open the chest. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. This is tricky. You don't have the space. Then use a strap to bring that left foot in towards the bottom. And then releasing, we're going to take the weight back over that left knee. Use the block just to give you some stability. Toes on the right side to the ceiling, belly comes out of the way, hinge forward. Those hands are going to be a really good gauge, if you've got the stability for it, to draw that right hip in towards the body. Belly comes out of the way and the chin moves towards the top of the mat. Find length through the spine. With every inhale, you lift a little bit, and with every exhale, you can lower a little bit. Okay, flattening through that right foot. I'm going to use that block in a moment, so I'm going to leave it there. Hands come down, tuck the back toes, lift through the back knee. We're going to come back into our down dog. Once we're there, take a moment to find a down dog that's comfortable for you. Breathing here, take a couple of releasing breaths through the mouth, chest moving towards thighs, sit bones looking to the ceiling, triceps wrapping round, relaxed breath, relaxed neck. And then that left foot this time is going to come through the hands. Going to bring the back knee down. We're going to untuck the toes. We're going to bring the hands up towards the ceiling and wrap those pinky fingers in. Draw the shoulders away from the ears and those hips move forward and down. Finding that nice deep stretch through that front hip flexor. Lifting the chest, find space through the spine. When you're ready, take your left hand to the block, right arm's going to lift all the way over, and maybe a little twist of the torso just to open that stretch down the right side body and into the IT band. Lifting, lengthening. And then once you're ready, bring the torso back to forward, back to the front. Bring that right foot in towards the bottom. Take hold of the shoelace side of that right foot, rolling that right shoulder back, bringing the chest high, find space, finding that deep quad stretch on that right side. Again, if this feels too intense, use a strap to bring that right foot in towards the bottom. And then releasing the foot, take the weight back over that right knee, use the block for some stability. Toes on the left side to the ceiling, belly out of the way, we take a fold forward. Inhale, we lift, we lengthen. Exhale, we move in towards the top of that mat. Spine is long, left hip draws in level with the right. And then slowly bringing that left foot down. We're going to move that block. From here, hands are going to place down. Untuck the toes, lift through the back knee. We're going to take the left foot back to join the right. Find a plank. I'm going to hold it here just for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the knees down, cross over the ankles and bring the legs out in front of you. Just going to lay on the mat, knees looking to the ceiling, and we're going to bring the feet in towards us so you can touch the heel with your fingertips. We're just going to roll through the pelvis, just tilting forward and backwards. Engaging the core as we lift the bottom, push through the heels, we squeeze the glutes, we lift. Okay, and we're going to just start to move slowly up the spine and then back down again. And each time we get a little bit higher, making sure that those knees are tracking ankles, making sure that the glutes are squeezing and the core engages to protect the back. Weight is in the heel each time. Shins are not going anywhere except looking forward. And when you're ready, we're going to make our way all the way up to a bridge. Once we're here, push through the heels, maybe the toes wiggle to prove that the weight is in the heels. Glutes are squeezing, hips are lifting. If you're happy in this bridge, but you think you have more, you can roll those, you can interlace the fingers underneath you and roll those shoulders under, getting a deep opening across that front body. Hips are lifting, heels are pushing, glutes are squeezing. We gaze down the center line of the body. And we breathe here. Slowly and carefully roll those shoulders out from where they were if they're lifted. Engage that core lower down through the spine, bit by bit, vertebrae by vertebrae. Take your time here. Once you're here, draw those knees in towards you. Make some circles on the lower back, or listen to your body at this stage. If it's asking you to do something different to decompress, then do that. Maybe taking circles in one direction and then the other. From here, we're going to close off the body. Right leg is going to cross over the top of the left. We're going to take hold of the shins, making sure that we avoid the joints, and then just bend at the elbows and bring those knees in towards you. Deep stretch into the glutes and into the hips. The chest is open, the shoulders are back and down. The chin lifts just slightly in towards the chest to lengthen the neck. Maybe a little sway from side to side feels good. And releasing. Switch those legs over. Left leg crosses over the top of the right. Again, grabbing hold of whatever's going to work for you. Piece of clothing, maybe your shins. Never the joints. Avoid the ankles, avoid the knees. And then use those exhales to bring those knees closer in towards the body. Deep stretch into the glutes. Shoulders back and down, open chest. And then releasing. Take those feet flat. And then just windscreen wiper those knees over towards the right side. Back to center and to the left. To center to right. To center to left. And then bring them back up. Just make some little circles on the lower back or anything else that your body needs to be ready to settle into your final Savasana. And then once you're ready, come to lay on your mat. Find a comfortable position that you know that you can rest in for a little bit of time. Maybe pop a jumper on. Remove those annoying bits of hair from your face that have been tickling you during class. And then come to rest on your mat. Find space. Take up space. Feel that connection between you and the mat and your body. Feel that sensory feedback. Maybe the warm, soft mat. Maybe it's cold and sticky. Just reminding your body to feel. We're going to inhale and exhale the same way we started, but we're going to pause at the top each time, allowing our exhales to be slightly longer on the way back down. As you do that, I want you to imagine getting heavier on your mat. If my pattern isn't matching yours, do your own. So here we go for a count of 1, 2, 3, 4. Pause. We exhale for 4, 3, 2, 1. Pause. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We pause. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Exhale 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and pause. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, and 1. We pause. Your breath returning to its usual pattern. Your body creating space on your mat. That heaviness, that relaxation, connecting you deeper to your mat. We come back to our intention from the beginning of class today. Visualizing how you started today. Maybe you repeated it to yourself a couple of times. Come back there. Visit it again. And then knowing that you are ready to be more present in the moment. Allow those wider senses to start to awaken. Sounds and smells, maybe tastes. Begin to wiggle the toes, the fingertips, and maybe a gentle smile. Treat yourself. And then slowly and carefully, when you're ready, you can make your way back to seated, and I'll be there.